The Drama of the Week is a download from the BBC.
This is a joke, right?
The governing body has made its decision based on statements taken at the time.
From who? You never even listened to Stephen's side of the story.
This isn't the first time your son has been in trouble, Mrs. Talbot, as you well know. He's had numerous detentions for disruptive behaviour, periods spent in isolation, he's damaged property.
Look, we're not saying he's a saint, far from it. But to exclude him for a week, for heaven's sake, let me deal with this.
The governors have made their decision. The exclusion stands.
Alice? Alice? Oh, I'm crying out loud.
Everything all right?
Why is it we can put a man on the moon, but you still can't get comms down here?
How's she like in Cornwall?
Loves it.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Shame it's so far away.
It's not going to stop me seeing her, though.
You'll have to follow each other on Facebook or whatever, Instagram.
With photos of what I had for tea. It's not the same.
You shouldn't be here. It's private property.
Yes, my school.
Not anymore.
I'm waiting for someone.
There's no one here. They've all gone home. Go on, hop it.
Now look at the camera.
Stop that now. You hear me?
How about a selfie then?
I'm warning you.
Come here.
I'll call the police.
Smile.
Get off.
Look, I've told you, I'm not interested.
I don't believe you.
You have to stop this, Donna. Now, go home, please.
I've seen the way you look at me.
No.
You're lying. Go on.
No, that's enough. What's got into you?
I won't tell anyone. Promise.
You know, you can talk to me. What was that?
Nothing, it's just the wind.
Shh. There's someone out there.
What's that smell?
Alice?
Did you get it?
Oh, it's you. Get what?
The menu.
No.
Check your phone, I just sent it to you.
I already said chicken chow mein.
You sure?
Yeah, quite sure. I'm beginning to wish I hadn't suggested it now.
Boss,
Hang on.
there's a fire at the Felsted Academy on the Hyde Road.
So call the fire brigade.
They're already on the scene.
And?
They found a body.
Tanner, you still there?
Boss?
Forget the Chinese.
Boss, over here.
Tanner, what are you doing with that?
I already ordered mine. I wasn't going to waste it.
What have we got?
King prawns. It was a toss-up between
No, you muppet. I meant here.
Could be Arson, they're not sure yet. Drama teacher called it in, Mr. Scott. Here we go. They reckon he was overcome by smoke.
Any ID?
Frank Thornley, caretaker. From the looks of things, he'd been sleeping in the storeroom. There was a mattress on the floor.
Witnesses?
If there are, they're all keeping stum.
Well, let's start with CCTV. Should get something with all these cameras.
Boss?
Headmaster's on his way in now.
Teacher.
What?
That's what they call them these days. Head teachers.
Right, whatever.
You'd think he'd have got here before now.
Seems his phone was switched off.
From what I gather, he's not had the best start here.
How do you know?
You obviously don't read the evening news. Parents complaining, ever since it became an academy. They brought him up from London, apparently.
Well, no one likes a new broom.
Wouldn't surprise me if one of the kids did it.
Why'd you say that?
Well, a place this size. It's bound to be a few head cases. All right, this looks like him now. Mr. Bryant.
That's right.
DCI Stone. This is DS Kelly.
I came as soon as I heard. Where is he?
They've just taken him away. Next of kin.
He had a sister, I believe, in the West Country.
Presumably you've got his details on file.
Yes.
We think he might have been sleeping here.
Yes.
You knew?
Yes, I did. Just temporarily. I should have done something.
What do you mean?
Found him a couple of weeks ago asleep in the storeroom with all of his things. From what I gather, he was having financial difficulties. I didn't ask too much, but I know he was having problems keeping up with his rent.
So what did you do?
Nothing. That's the point. I felt sorry for him. I mean, in hindsight, I should have told someone, the council. I don't know. Maybe they could have helped him out somehow. Offered alternative accommodation.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
I didn't see that he was doing any harm. Just until he sorted himself out.
Well, the main thing is we find out what happened.
But you think it was deliberate?
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just...
We don't know yet.
If we could have those details from you.
Of course. They're in my office.
You've taken on quite a task with this place, from what I gather.
Yes, well, it's taken a lot of hard work from everyone, but at least things are moving in the right direction. There you are. It's all in his file.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who might bear a grudge against you?
You think it might be personal?
Well, we can't rule anything out at this stage. I've seen the letters in the evening news. People are angry.
No one likes change. It's inevitable, I'm afraid.
Have you received any threats since you've been here?
Well, not that I've taken seriously.
But there have been some.
It's all part and parcel. You learn to ignore them.
And what about staff?
What about them?
There have been redundancies, I assume.
Well, you can't make an omelette without cracking a few eggs. Those who weren't up to the task had to go.
Willingly?
Well, I can't say they were thrilled, no, but then the writing was on the wall.
What about Mr. Scott?
Well, Jason? No, definitely not. He's first rate.
How many have you sacked so far?
Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that, but half a dozen. A couple of admin. Natural wastage.
Natural wastage.
Retirement. They're not being replaced.
We'll need names.
Sure.
And anyone else you can think of who might have it in for this place. Or you, for that matter.
Of course. This is an up-to-date list of all the staff who've left since I arrived.
Thank you. And of these staff, is there anyone who sticks out? Anyone
Well,
who
like I
might...
say, none of them were over the moon.
Anyone who might hold a grudge?
Well, out of everyone, I'd have to say Trevor Galton took it hardest of all. Taught chemistry.
Thank you.
But not that I'm suggesting he'd do something like this.
We'll need copies of all your security tapes. You've a fair few cameras here, I see.
Yes, we've been having problems with the kids from the estate gathering on the playing fields after dark. Antisocial behaviour, vandalism. It was hoped it might discourage them.
And has it?
And they've nowhere else to go.
You can't blame Trevor Galton for feeling hacked off. 56 years old, spent his entire career at the school. Where's he going to find another job?
I'm amazed there are any teachers left, given what they have to put up with. Mind you, it's no different to us. Targets, initiatives. You don't get thanked either.
You all right?
Just something Joe said.
So Tanner was right.
Eh?
Reckon there was a new man in your life.
Did he?
It's all right, none of my business. You should try yoga.
What?
Helps de-stress. Chloe got me into it, half an hour each morning.
I'm not stressed. Just maybe it's time for a change.
Can't see it somehow.
Once a copper, always a copper.
Something like that.
Maybe I want to be, I don't know, a landscape gardener.
You haven't even got a window box.
Or a potter, then.
What do you know about pottery?
I used to watch the Generation game.
You two get bored throwing pots.
I could do other things.
What else?
Mugs, vases.
No, I meant about Galton.
Oh, right. Thought you were interested for a minute. There's the doctor's report here, too.
What's it say?
Seems he was off for 6 months last year with stress.
All right, let's give him a call in the morning.
You never know. Might fancy some yoga.
Tanner, how did you get on?
Old woman opposite heard motorbikes in the car park. She says she's complained before, but nothing's ever done. Not a happy bunny.
Right, have a look through these, see what you can find.
Boss.
What's that on your trousers?
Where?
On your bum?
Looks like chewing gum.
Oh, no!
How did you manage that?
Must have been while I was waiting for the takeaway. The lad next to me was flicking it about.
Where are you off to?
Mortuary.
To look at Thornley?
To see if I can freeze it off. The brand new keks.
Yes?
Mrs. Galton, my name's DCI Stone. This is DS Kelly. Is your husband in?
He's out with the dog. Why?
Will he be long?
He usually just goes round the block.
May we come in?
What's this about?
It'd be easier if we just came in. Out the rain.
Can you confirm your husband's whereabouts last night?
It was here.
With you.
Yes.
All evening?
Yes. Except when I was out.
Out.
I clean on a Tuesday. Just for a couple of hours.
During which time he was alone.
Of course. He'd have said otherwise.
So you left when?
7, or thereabouts.
And you got back?
Just after 11.
4 hours.
I gave a lift to a friend and stopped for a quick coffee.
So you didn't actually see your husband all evening?
I know where he was. He was here. Where else would he be?
I understand he's not been well.
Who told you that?
He's been on sick leave.
He had a nervous breakdown.
It must have been a difficult time.
He's taught for 30 years, near enough. No complaints. And then this last inspection, they start picking holes in everything. Paperwork, lesson plans, you name it. He's a good teacher. He put everything into that place. And for what? That man's got a lot to answer for.
Bryant.
They've no respect for him. The staff, or the children for that matter. He'll be gone within a year. I guarantee. All he's interested in is his own career.
Presumably your husband thinks the same.
Where's the dog towel?
Trevor,
She's soaking!
there's someone here to see you.
What?
The police.
Mr. Galton.
You sit down, love. I'll see to the dog.
Has something happened?
There was a fire at the school last night.
I heard about it on radio. Why? What's it got to do with me?
We're just making inquiries. We think it may have been started deliberately.
Oh,
I understand you've recently been made redundant.
that's right. Along with a number of others. What, so you think it were me?
You made threats, apparently.
Oh, this is Bryant, isn't it? He's put you up to this. Look, I'm not going to pretend I'm happy about what happened. I'm sure I've said all sorts. It don't mean I go around setting light to things.
Trevor.
Perhaps it would be better if we were to continue this at the station.
What? Am I under arrest?
No.
Your wife tells us you were here on your own last night.
That's right. Washed up, watched a bit of telly, then went to bed.
In which case, it shouldn't take long. You will regret this, I swear.
Possibly.
Yes or no?
I may have said it in the heat of the moment.
And what exactly did you mean?
Well, I didn't mean anything. I was angry, as I'm sure you would have been.
It says here you were drunk.
That's a lie.
And that on several occasions Mr. Bryant smelt alcohol on your breath during working hours.
But you were just looking for excuses. He had an agenda. Ask anyone. He did the same at his old school. Went in and slashed staff numbers just to cut costs.
Your department was underperforming, I believe.
We'd had a dip in exam results, but nothing more than that. The amount we've had to contend with. New syllabus. It's been a nightmare.
Well, from what we gather, he gave you every chance to improve. Support plans, extra training.
He's obsessed with grades. They all are. Politicians, parents. That's not what education should be about. For kids, I feel for. All this chopping and changing. They don't know if they're coming or going.
Boss, quick word.
Excuse me.